Hi, my name is Anne-Marie New, and I am here with Sergeant New and Private First Class Gilchrist. They are in the same units, and they have also successfully gone through basic training and AIT. Real quick, would you guys mind telling us, first of all, about basic training, which is more commonly known, and also AIT, which is less commonly known?
Alright, well, you want to explain basic? Sorry.
Basic training, what it is it's where you weed out who can and who can't actually be in the military. All it is the basic soldierization process. It's all of the major things that you need to know for, I guess you could say it, survival skills. You go through rifle marksmanship, you go through ruck marching, which tests your endurance, and just basically being away from your family for a long period of time. It's all about seeing if you can survive in combat-like experiences.
And basically, while you're there, they teach you all kind of different things. Like you said, rook marches, rifle training, grenades, PT. PT's a big thing.
Right.
But it's basically to teach you how to be not really qualified, but if you were ever stuck in a combat zone, it teaches you the skills of being an infantry without actually being qualified as an infantryman.
Right.
Okay. And what I have heard so far from talking to you prior to this video, I hear that AIT is basically a more specified or more specific training depending on your MOS. And real quick, would you mind telling the viewers what an MOS is and about AIT in reference to your MOS?
Alright, well, MOS stands for Military Occupation Specialty, and that is basically what your military job is. It's what you do in the military. Now, that can differ between every single soldier there is because there is a vast majority of jobs out there. Being infantry, that sticks you into the 11 series of the military, whereas being Sergeant New, we're both in 13 series. But there's a vast majority out there, millions of jobs that you can join.
Okay. And how does your MOS, I wouldn't say alter, or how does that relate to your AIT experience?
Okay, well, AIT, if you don't know, it stands for Advanced Individual Training, and it's basically the training you must go through to learn your MOS. As we've stated, basic training is what every soldier must go through, but AIT is you only go to a certain AIT school depending on what your job is. See, whereas we were 13 Bravo Cannon crew members, we only went to an AIT that was only 6 weeks long, whereas there's other jobs out there, say like the 68 series, which is medical series, they can go out there anywhere from, I believe it's 16 weeks to 52 weeks.
So that's a pretty extensive program then,
Right.
in specification. So because you only went to AIT for your particular MOS, you will not be able to tell us about other AIT programs, but can you tell us about the AIT program that you went through, the both of you?
Well, the AIT program we went through was at Fort Sill in Oklahoma. It was for the 13 Bravo series, or 13 Bravo MOS. And it's a 6-week long training, I guess you call it camp. For the first 4 weeks, you're primarily working on smaller munitions. You're working on knowing your roles, knowing what each member of the crew will be doing, and knowing every step and safety procedure to working all of the pieces that you'll be handling. You'll be working everything from Mark 19 all the way up to the 777, which just came out recently in the past 5 years.
And basically the last 2 weeks of AIT is what they call field training. And you'll go out, you'll be placed maybe, about 5 miles from camp. And you'll be out there just in the woods for about 5 to 6 days, not coming back, staying out there in the field and actually shooting your live rounds out of your whatever piece you're on, whether that be the M119er, the 777, which is what both of us were on, and the Paladin.
Okay. Now, are there any similarities between the various AIT programs, say the initial part, getting you guys into the program, maybe?
Well, for every AIT, and this goes for basic training as well, anytime you begin any kind of training, whenever you get to that place of training, there's always a thing called processing. It could last anywhere from 2 days to 2 weeks, depending on how backed up it is, how big your class is, and what kind of training you will be doing. For the 13 Bravo MOS, our processing lasted between 1 to 2 days because we got there on a Friday and we were able to get it done over the weekend before our training even really started.
Okay. I understand that although the both of you are in the same unit and you went to the same place for your AIT and went through the same program, you went at different times. Would you guys quickly give us the review of that, when you guys went and maybe how that varied?
Okay, well, I just graduated from AIT right around 3 weeks ago, whereas Sergeant New, he graduated from AIT from Fort Sill about a year ago.
A year and 3 weeks.
A year and 3 weeks.
So almost an exact year from each other.
A day apart.
A day apart. That's pretty impressive.
Well, the main difference, honestly, between our training being at Fort Sill was basically the fact that when Sergeant New went to Fort Sill, there was no females.
Okay.
And recently, right before my cycle of basic training started, they made a change to Fort Sill where they started allowing females. So we probably had a little bit different in basic training combat, but roughly it was probably about the same. The whole rifle marksmanship, PT, all the major marks, they basically look
Right.
at.
All the major events were still the same, but different levels of difficulty necessarily.
So you wouldn't say that they altered it because they were females, though. You would say they basically kept it the same?
Basically, but I mean, it's just a little bit different.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to expect different genders tend to throw things a little bit differently. I mean,
Yeah, which is understandable.
You can't expect AIT to be just as harsh for women as it is for men because their bodies can't endure the same things as men.
And our TRADOC has to look at our training schedules a little bit, just a little bit different, because there's certain things that you can and cannot do because there's females. Now, it doesn't really alter saying that we're downing females. It just says that training has to be a little bit different.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for going through the basic training program and the AIT program for me and my viewers. And have a nice evening, you guys.
You're welcome.
Bye.